I added myself to YouTube. I'm like a genius. Wow. Maybe there's people on YouTube that I don't know that will watch now. All right. So amongst the things we need to talk about, and by we, I mean me, because no one else is here, we need to talk about the parking situation. Parking can be a little rough. The show is going to be in Center City. So you're going to want to leave time to find parking. A lot of places have 2-hour parking. There are some garages not that far away. Hey, who's watching me? Whoever you're watching me, let me know if I'm doing it right. Is there any echo? Can you hear me clearly? Lighting could be better, but I think it's fine. It's fine. So yes, parking. Make sure you get there plenty of time to park. There's some garages a couple blocks away. I can tell you where they are, but you can look it up. We've all got devices and phones. Just look up where the parking is and leave plenty of time for parking, because we really want to start on time. You know what I mean? We don't want to delay the start of the show. It's only going to be 45 minutes. I want to start on time, people, because maybe people come to the show and they want to go see another show later. And if we start late, then they get their second show late. They're not happy. That's on me. So I've got a responsibility here to start this show on time. Also, I want to get to bed on time too. I want to get to bed. I want to ride my bike the next morning. Or wait, no, I think I'm walking stilts at the zoo on Saturday morning. But Sunday morning, I want to go for a bike ride before the Sunday matinee. So we want to start the show on time. So we have plenty of time for parking. Like if the show starts at 7, pretend the show starts at 6:30. Like in your mind, just tell them, hey, it starts at 6:30. You can show up. You can check out the Old Pine Community Center. It's very close to South Street. Get some parking. Go to South Street. There's plenty of places to eat and drink on South Street. So get there early. Get there early because we're going to start on time. So we're like branching off into many topics because all these topics are interconnected. We got to get there early because parking can be rough, and we're going to start on time. All right? Very punctual. Punctuality is to be commended. The next thing we need to talk about, the seats. Some people are wondering, so this is like a weird experience for the locker room. Are we going to be standing the whole time? No. Who wants to stand for 45 minutes? Nobody. People that say they do, they're lying to themselves. No one wants to stand for 45 minutes. So there's going to be seats. There's a bench for some people to sit on, and there's plenty of folding chairs. Now, these are just folding chairs. They're not Old Pine Community Center has done a fine job. They've got great chairs. But if you want to bring a cushion for your chair, which is what people do at sporting events all the time, they take their cushions to the Phillies game, they take it to the Eagles game. So if you want to bring a cushion, that is definitely, encouraged. Bring your cushion. It'll add to the spirit, the festive sporting spirit, and it'll make your folding chair, your metal folding chair, that much comfier. So take care of yourself, take care of your physical well-being, and bring your seat cushion. So to recap, show up nice and early because parking can be a little bit of a challenge. It's not impossible, but, you don't want to leave some time for it because we're going to start on time. Show up early, leave time for parking. We're starting on time, and maybe bring a seat cushion if you think you'd want a seat cushion. I'll have a couple available, but only a couple. All right. What else do we have to talk about? It's part of the Fringe Festival. You can buy your tickets on the Fringe Festival website. Oh, how do I do this? Is there so I should comment. I don't know how to do this. Instagram, you're out of luck, but I am going to leave a comment here on the Facebook Live thing, and that way people there posting for comments. Boom, the thing's going around. That went to YouTube. Why'd they go to YouTube? Did it go to Facebook as well? I don't know. Oh, I'm not allowed to comment Facebook. What have I done? Facebook was more important. Can't post Why can't we post comments to Facebook? It's all going off the rails, people. It's all going off the rails. Profiles, I can read. I can post. I can't read. What? No, I can read. I can't post. Because we're doing it to a profile. And not, I could be doing this to Instagram Live? Really? For realsies? Oh, wait, but I couldn't do the comment thing anyway. All right. Anyway, better than nothing. Let's see. What else do we have here? Should I invite Fringe Arts to be part of our chat? I did something. It froze up. What did I do to the Instagram? I don't know. I think I made myself younger. Yeah, there we go. Now I look terrible. Here we go. What's this one here? So here we are, 15 minutes in, 0 people watching on Facebook, and 0 on Instagram. But I think there's value to doing this. I'm not exactly sure what that value is, but I feel like there's value somehow. Maybe there's value in learning that this is not something that's valuable. Hey, if you learned something, then it was worth your time, right? Yeah, so we've talked about parking. We've talked about showing up on time. We talked about seat cushions. We've talked about leaving time with parking. That kind of goes with the whole, like, we're going to start the show on time. So kids always laugh when I do that before my comedy variety juggling show. I don't know why. These kids not have Pepsi commercials growing up now? What's wrong with America's youth? Get rid of that. Wait, Starry Night. No, I don't want the Starry Night. This one's fun. I'm going to leave it on that. Sorry, Facebook people and YouTube people. I'm talking to Instagram folks right now. I really do wish I knew this was actually working, because there's a good chance it's not. I mean, I think I can just post this when I'm done. Yeah, it'll stay there when I'm done. Me rambling to myself. But yeah. All right, we've talked about parking. We've talked about seat cushions. We've talked about getting there nice and early because of the parking. We talked about how the show is going to start on time. We talked about how the show is going to have seats. Length of the show, 45 minutes. So 45 minutes, I think it's a good length of time for a show to be. It's not too long. It's not too short. Gives you time to do other things with your evening. And if you absolutely hate it, it's only 45 minutes. And if you love it, hey, it's 45 minutes. It left you wanting more. So there, 45 minutes. That's how long it's going to be. The Old Pine Community Center, it's a great place. It's 401 Lombard Street. All right, 401 Lombard Street. It's in Center City, Philadelphia. The neighborhood is technically called Society Hill. So Society Hill, it's downtown. It's in Philadelphia. Very accessible from the north, the west, the south. If you go too far east, there's a river, the Delaware River. It's going to get in your way. But it's right there in Philadelphia. It's, like I said, 1 block north of South Street. All kinds of things to do at South Street. There's a Whole Foods a few blocks away. You can go there. Depending upon when you're coming, there's a Daddy's Donuts. These vegan donuts, very popular. So, yeah, for those 3 o'clock shows, stop by Daddy's Donuts. Just don't get any for me. I'm trying to limit my sugar. It's day 5 of, honestly, I always say this. I'm always struggling with the sugar, but I've been pretty good for going on 5 days. So I want to keep that up. Valley Variety's here. How are we doing, Valley Variety? How do I look? Is my lighting okay? How's my sound? Just let me know. How do I know if they're still there? There's no way for me to know. No way for me to know. Now, what's this button do over here? That's the mute button. Okay. This button, I think, adds a picture. No, we're not going to do that. What's this video button? Telling your, hi there. Hi, Steve. How are we doing? I don't know what I just did. I think I turned my video off. No, cancel. How do I turn my video back on? What? Oh, I did it. Ooh, sorry about that. Whew. So, yeah, what other topics do we have to let you know about for the show? I think it's going to be an entertaining show. There's been a lot of work done. I have a director, a creative consultant, if you will, an outside eye, and that person is Terry Guerin. Terry Guerin was my drama teacher in middle school and high school, and she also was the person, very influential person in my life, because one day I'm sitting at the cafeteria of my high school, and she walked in with the poster with all the dates for the auditions for Clown College, and she popped that down in front of me and said, hey, maybe you should do this. And I did do it, and off I went to join the circus. So without Terry Guerin, I don't know where I'd be in life. I think it might have been a lot worse. So she is my director, and she's had a lot of great ideas. She seems very positive about the show. So if you've ever seen any of her productions from Friend Central, you know what an amazing director she is. She can just do these great, fabulous shows. So the fact that she's involved can't hurt, right? I mean, if anything goes wrong with the show, I'm going to take full responsibility. But if you like the show, I think she has to take a lot of credit for that. We've met a few times now. Some people know me as a person that walks on stilts, does juggling, circusy stuff, used to be as a circus clown, and used to be a silent comedian, object manipulator on a cruise ship. Is any of that going to be in this show? No, it's not. You can assume that's what I've done in the past. That doesn't mean it's what I'm doing moving forward. So don't make assumptions, because you know what happens when you make assumptions. You can often be wrong. Yeah. So no, I'm not. This thing is entirely different than anything I've done before, and I think that's a good thing. We've got to take chances in life. We've got to reach out, branch out, reach out, and branch out and break out. I probably got the words wrong to that song too, but that's not important. The point is, there's not going to be any juggling, circus elements to the show. If I had to describe it, I would describe it as a Locker Room Pep Talk. It's in the title. I couldn't have been more clear. I tried to make the title very self-explanatory. Some people still seem confused. I don't see where that confusion comes from. It's a Locker Room Pep Talk. It is a pep talk in a locker room. It's all right there. It's in the title. So but that's why I'm doing this. I thought there might be some questions. So far, no questions. I'm going to take that as a good thing. I'm going to say, hey, no one's tuning in with questions, because there's no questions to be had. And people they're just waiting to buy their tickets. They're going to buy their tickets. There's probably going to be a lot of walk-up. What's this Instagram notification? I've got a question. Oh my gosh. Here we are, 21 minutes in. Oh, sorry. Oh, I need to fan myself. That's my poster. I don't have that many posters left. All right. Whew. All right. So Valley Variety, which I believe is in Arizona. We're going national, folks. So if there's anyone in Arizona that knows anyone in Philadelphia, send them to Locker Room Pep Talk. But Valley Variety, to answer your question, what inspired your show? I don't remember. Okay, that is the short answer. Is I don't really remember. But there was a few things that inspired the show. And one thing was I had this project called Clown the World. And, Steve, I'll get to that. I'll tell you about the show date in a second. But, wait, real quick. Steve, it's at the Old Pine Community Center, 401 Lombard Street. All right, you with me? Old Pine Community Center, 401 Lombard Street. There's 6 days, 7 shows. So you're probably not going to remember this. But, it starts Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. All right? But I'm not going to bore you with all the show times. Okay, Friday shows are at 7 o'clock. But then it gets a little tricky. This Saturday, 3 and 5. But next Saturday, it's 6. I had some gigs. I had to do the best I could. Sundays at 3. All right, Steve, I hope that was a big help. But it's all there on the Fringe website. It's on my Facebook page. If you go to my Instagram, there's links. You can go to my thing and my link at Instagram. It's all right there. There's a link to it. Back to Valley Variety's question about what inspired the show. Hope you're still there, Valley Variety. I was doing my Clown the World project, and I was about to do a show. I think it was Peru. And we were going to have the show, nice crowd outside. It was a children's home, nice bunch of people. And then right before the show started, we were outdoors. It started to rain. So we moved into this rather small room. But there was a lot of people and a lot of kids. And I'm in this room, and there's a light bulb like right by my head, which I'm trying not to break as I'm doing my circus tricks. And I just remember these kids were laughing, and that always happens in my show, and not to brag, but whatever. But we were in such a small room, and because all the kids were laughing in such a small room, it was just this amazing electric energy. And so as a performer, most of us, we're like, oh, I want to play this big hall for hundreds of people, thousands of people. Just bigger, the bigger the show, the bigger the show. And that's great. There's nothing wrong with that. But I also saw the value in doing a small show, a tight little show, because when you have people all ramped up and excited in that small little venue, there's something really special about that as well. So that's mostly where the inspiration for the show came from, wanting to be in a small place. And I think, and I really can't remember, I think from there, I just thought small place, the Locker Room Pep Talk. I really don't remember. I'm sorry, I don't have a good story. I'm not going to sell it. I've got no Pixar pitch. I've got no elevator pitch. I can't remember where I came up with this idea. I should just make something up. I should just make up some story to tell people. But part of the idea of being in a small place had to do with that show I did in Peru, where we were all crammed in a room and it was just all crazy and electric. I think also part of it comes from, I'm a full-time performer and I've been kind of spoiled. I've been in circuses. I've been on cruise ships. I do shows year-round for great big audiences, and I'm spoiled of always having great audiences. Then you come to the Fringe Festival, and there's a lot of shows and a lot of venues, and it's up to you to promote it and get people to come. And I just was very honest. It's going to be hard to get a lot of people to come to a Fringe show. I'm at a certain age. I've got friends all over the world, but maybe not that many in Philadelphia. And those that are in Philadelphia, they're busy. They got, a partner and kids and job. And so it's not like I'm in my 20s and people are just out every night. No. So, being honest about how many people I'm going to draw to a show, I was like, well, I want to do the kind of show, even if there's only a few people there, it can still be great. And that means a small venue. And yeah, so the thing that happened in Peru with Clown the World, having the show, being honest about the Fringe Festival and how big a show I should have. That's kind of where we're at from. And then the big jump to Pep Talk in the Locker Room. I don't remember. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like we could all use a pep talk though. I mean, I know I could use a pep talk. I'm often giving myself little pep talks. I'm finding different ways to reframe things that I find are very helpful in life. You have certain circumstances you can't change, but you can always change how we look at things. And I think we should all do more of that. So yes, Valley Variety, thank you very much. Everyone in Arizona, go to Philly and see Andrew's show. Okay, not really that helpful. The intent was there. I appreciate that, but I don't think anyone's really going to come from Arizona to Philadelphia. But if everyone in Philadelphia who has a friend in Philadelphia, everyone in Arizona who has a friend in Philadelphia tells their friend in Philadelphia to come to the show, that might be something. All right. Here we are, 8:27. I'm going to stick it out. I want to be here for a solid hour. I think more people are going to come. More questions are going to be asked. We've gotten information. Steve Serafian, who I forgot to tell. Thank you I think you recommended a photographer and I got good video coverage. You might be the one I have to thank, and it's been on my to-do list, but to-do list is pretty long. Yeah. Well, let's see. We've talked about leaving plenty of time for parking because it can be a little rough there. But it's a nice area. Come down early. Plenty of places to eat, drink, shop. Come on down early. We've talked about that. Leave plenty of time for parking. Pay attention to those signs. When you're parking on the street in Philadelphia, don't just look at one sign and say, oh, everything's fine. No, read all the signs. The top one, the middle one, the bottom one. Read the signs. Phone a friend. 50-50. Do whatever you got to do. We don't want to get tickets. We don't need to give the PPA more money than they already have. But yes, the shows are going to start on time. Friday night shows, 7 o'clock. They're going to start at 7 o'clock. All right. Saturday shows this coming Saturday at 3 and 5. They're going to start at 3 and 5. Next Saturday's show is going to start at 6 o'clock. Yeah. Where's a country where they go like this? I feel like there's some country that does that for 6, which makes a lot of sense. And then Sunday, 3 o'clock. So it's going to start on time. It's going to be a seated event, as it should be. Anything the last 45 minutes should be seated. But maybe bring a seat cushion. Nothing wrong with bringing a seat cushion. Bringing seat cushions is encouraged. Yeah. Getting tickets in advance. This is a big one. I don't know exactly how many. We're going to find out Friday how many people we really want to watch this thing. I was a little conservative, saying 17 seats per show. We might be able to stretch that to like 20 or so, but I'm putting a lot of emphasis on people being comfortable. So, yes, getting tickets in advance, a very good idea because we've already sold some tickets. I think, with the good location we have, with the publicity that I've been doing and people have been helping with, we could have a lot of walk-up business. So it might sell out, Stay tuned to my Instagram. If show sells out, I'll let you know. But I'll let you know via Instagram or Facebook. Feel free. If you've got my number, you can text me. You go ahead and bother me. It's my full-time job for this next 2 weeks is this show. I have some other jobs as well. But yeah, feel free to text me, email me. Ooh, email me. Yeah, I should send out an email, shouldn't I? Ooh, that's a big project. That's not as easy as it sounds. Like 20 years ago, I could send out an email to a lot of people. It seemed easy back then. Now it seems a lot more involved, but I'm going to do it. I'm not going to, let it bother me how difficult it seems. I'm not going to let that stand in my way. I'm not going to let that be a roadblock to my success. I'm going to email everybody tomorrow. Yeah, tomorrow. I have time. Wednesday? What's happening tomorrow? I'm getting a haircut. That's one thing that's happening. Wednesday is getting a haircut, and I'm going to email a bunch of people. Yeah. What else is there to know? Fringe Festival is really fantastic. There is over 150 shows. So definitely go check out the Fringe Festival. There's so many shows. There's something for everybody. There's theater. There's puppetry. There's dance. There's circus. All kinds of things to see. It's already started, and I don't know exactly when it ends. Mid-September, late September. But yeah, so go to the Fringe Festival. Part of the Fringe Festival, there's these great things called hubs. That's right. The hubs are great. I was part of a hub a couple years ago at the circus campus up in Germantown. And the hub allows people to just put on their show once, and they're very supportive in having the venue and the needs for things like insurance and, technical requirements. So there's, I think, 3 or 4 hubs. The circus campus up in Germantown, I can't wait to see a lot of stuff at their hub. Cannonball is this. It's a crazy hub because it's like more than one hub. It's a hub and a hub. Hi, Keith the Leaf. Tell your friends in Philadelphia to come to Locker Room Pep Talk. Thank you very much. Yeah, there's the Moss Garden. There's the Icebox Theater. And I think the Christ Church at 2nd and Market. They have 3 locations for their hub. And I feel like there's another one too. I'm sorry. I've never been to that one. So it's escaping me at the moment. But look at all that stuff. So look up the Fringe Festival. Look up Cannonball. So many things. Dance, theater, puppetry, circus, storytelling, immersive experience. There's stuff that's very, thank you, Keith. Means a lot to me. It's very, stuff that's very accessible and just very fun and light. And there's stuff that's very heavy too and has a lot of societal impact immersed in it. So go check out all that stuff there. Let's see. Is there anything else you need to know about Locker Room Pep Talk? I think we've really covered the basics. The basics are important. And, we could, I could talk more about Coney Island Chris is here. Coney Island Chris, how's it going? Make sure to send all your friends in Philadelphia to Locker Room Pep Talk. It's going to be a lot of fun. I'm feeling pretty good about it. And, you want to join? Absolutely. How do I do this? All right, people on Facebook, I apologize, but I'm focusing on Instagram right now. What do I have to do here? Accept? Okay, I accepted. There. I did not mean to join. You. I was just wanting to watch. I don't know what I did. Are you okay with me leaving? Like, I think the way this works with the live. Okay, I don't know what happened, but because you joined, all these people are watching now. This was Ghost Town a minute ago. You're a powerful man, Coney Island Chris. Coach, I need a pep talk. All right, listen, Coney Island Chris. First of all, let me know. You've been really busy this summer. I think you're out doing the fairs. It's hot out there, so let's just try this right now. What's the problem you're having on the fair circuit with your busy summer, your busy business? I'm listening.
Listen, that's not the problem. That was great. The summer was terrific. I guess mentally getting into the game. During the week, crowds are light. That I can use a little pep talk and how to give 110% on a Tuesday for 4 people as opposed to Saturday for 200,000.
That's a lot. 200,000. Wow.
Well, maybe 200.
Hey, still 200. That's a lot. Well, remember, you've got those smaller shows on the weekdays, and it's all, like you said, it's about your mindset. You just got to treat it like a really good rehearsal, right? And then, I mean, as you know, those smaller shows, you get a chance to be even crazier and do those silly things, maybe take some chances and do the new thing you're working on or that new joke you're working on. I'm sure you do that all the time, right?
Absolutely. Very improvisational, Andrew, Coach Andrew.
And then also, I mean, and I don't always agree with this phrase because sometimes it can get you in trouble. But, you know, what's the phrase? As long as the check clears. Sometimes that is an important aspect of it. But I think it also, if you follow that too much, that can get you in trouble because then you forget about how important the work is and how important your audience is.
Absolutely. No, I like to give it 110% every time I'm out there, but I will say, you know, I'm new into the fair market, and there's ebbs and flows with the crowds, ebbs and flows.
That's right. I'm glad you mentioned that 110%. It's really important to give 110% because remember, you can't just give 100% because you are not enough. No, that didn't sound good.
I learned that from you.
Yeah. That from you. Look at all these people. How many followers do you have on Instagram, Coney Island Chris?
I'm not. I think they're there for you, man.
I appreciate that. I'm seeing a lot of names I don't recognize, and it was like 1, 2, and now it's like. Brrr.
Well, I rely on your advice, and I'm very excited. That's why I wanted to take a peek and see what's going on tonight from the coach. See if I can pick up some words of wisdom from you. You know, I'm an old dog, but I'm still willing to learn a new trick.
Hey, you're doing great. Have you ever done these fairs? I mean, I hate to keep focusing on the fairs, but you did some fairs this summer. Have you ever done this before?
No, I mean 5 or 6 years ago, I did a couple of fairs, and then I just didn't make it my focus. And then I've got a local agent here in Orlando that just calls me once every 5 years, and he's like, "Hey, Coney Island Chris, I got a," so. Who's that? Right.
It's hard to do. It's hard to be on camera and also read these comments at the same time.
I swear, I honestly, I'm not trying to, dive into your thing. I just was wanting to watch, and then I'm like, I guess I need to hit this button to join.
Dive away. But hey, you're doing something. It's not entirely new to you, but you're doing new things. We've got to always do new things. So hats off to you for doing new things there, Coney Island Chris.
All right, Coach.
All right. Have a great evening. Thanks for chiming in, and tell your friends in Orlando and everywhere. Well, no, tell your friends in Philly to come to Locker Room Pep Talk at the Old Pine Community Center starting this Saturday, part of the Philadelphia Fringe Festival.
Wait a minute. It's not even tonight?
No, I'm just the Q&A because it starts Friday. If the show is tonight, why would I be online with you?
That hurts, Coach. That hurts.
Hey, it's the tough love. I'm sorry. Gotta give you the honest, straight talk sometimes. That's what coaches do.
All right. Yes. All right. I'm going. Time to go to the bullpen. I'm out of here.
All right. Hit the showers when you're done. Can you know how to see yourself out? I don't know what button to push to get rid of you.
If I can figure out how to get out of here.
All right. Otherwise, you're stuck here. That's fine too. Bye-bye. Thanks.
Simple. All right. I'm leaving.
All right. Bye-bye. I'm still here for another 22 minutes. I've got one person watching on Facebook. Coney Island Chris, so nice of him to tune in. I think this might be making people dizzy. How do I get rid of this thing? Keith Leaf, what happened? I was going to have you come. That was weird. It was weird. It was very weird. There's no getting around it. But wait, how do I do this? I'm going to wave at this person. How do I get rid of this crazy back? Oh, there it is. All right. Enough with the crazy back there. Sorry about that. I don't want to make people's eyes hurt. And who do we have here? I'm just going to wave at all these people, whoever they are. They're probably already left by now. But thanks for tuning in, everybody. Remember, what did I do? I'm back. Sorry, I touched the wrong thing. Tell all your friends in Philadelphia, or if you're in Philadelphia, come to Locker Room Pep Talk at the Old Pine Community Center starting this Friday. There's going to be 7 shows. Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and then the next Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Only on the weekends. All right? You can go to my Instagram profile, and there's a link to the link. You can text me. You can send me a private message. I'm fine with that. Oh, I should start doing that. I should start looking in that mailbox where people send you stuff that you don't know them. There's a word for that mailbox. I'm going to do that. Mental note. Yeah. But if anyone have any questions at all, people are asking, like, is it for kids? Yeah, I mean, it's not going to be adult or anything. I'm not going to be saying any bad 4-letter words, perish the thought. But I just feel like it's going to be a lot of me talking. All right, a lot of me talking. So kids, it might not be what kids really had in mind. If I had to give a rating, PG. And it's the only reason it's not G is because, like I said, it's not like focused on kids. It's focused on adults, more of like the things adults go through. And, maybe it's not like there's not a lot of pop culture references, but there's shared experiences that we as adults have. I think they might appreciate it more. So, I think I put on the thing 7 and up. I would really say more like, I don't know, 10 and up or 11 and up. So that's just my thought. So, yeah. And once again, no circus involved, no stilt walking, no juggling, no clowning per se. I mean, it's going to be a lot of comedy in the show. It's going to be entertaining. It's got Locker Room Pep Talk, entertaining. I guess I'm not really totally honest. I said it's all in the title, Locker Room Pep Talk, but I could have been a little more honest and direct and should have said like entertaining Locker Room Pep Talk. Or comedy Locker Room Pep Talk? I think that's too much. If you got to spell it all out for people, then that's no good. So. Oh, it looks like we have a thing here. Okay. Someone said they booked a show. Kwani here says, booked a show for Friday. Don't worry. Starting Friday, there's 6 other shows. So I commented on YouTube. How can I? Apparently, I can't comment on my own live feed. I can't comment on my own live feed. But I could give you the whole thing. Just go to the Fringe Show website and you'll find how there's 6 other shows. Let me see if I can find this thing. Yeah, here we go. All right, this is it. phillyfringe.org. Here, I'm going to put that. I'm going to put a little banner at the bottom here. Add banner. phillyfringe.org. Boom. There, phillyfringe.org for all of the show times, all of the information you need. You can buy your tickets as well. phillyfringe.org. Oh, what's this here? Oh, that's nothing. I don't know what I'm doing here. I have no idea what I'm doing, and that's fine. I'm still doing it anyway. Uh-oh, my battery's dying. What kind of professional am I? Of course, my battery's dying. It's okay. I'm the kind of professional. It's got a cable right here. Bam, I think we're good to go. All right, wait, 30 others joined, but not all at once. There's only 3 people watching there. 3 people there, 1 people there. Oh, what happened to Jaquan? Way number 1 or way number 2? I have no idea what that means. What, Levi? What are you talking about? Yeah, Levi, who says way number 1 or way number 2. Is this a sports thing? I'm going to be honest. I don't really know what you're talking about there. Hi there, Mark Gindick. How's the road teaching you? Circus clown for life, Mark Gindick. Doing the work. That's right. Levi, let me know what you're talking about, way number 1 or way number 2, and I will answer. I'll try to explain that because I don't know what we're talking about. Let's see. All right. Oh, it's a Coney Island Chris quote. Way number 1 or way number 2. I don't know that Coney Island Chris quote, Levi. Sorry, Instagram. I'm talking to Facebook now. Instagram, you had your time. It's time for Facebook to get a little attention as well, okay? Coney Island Chris quote. I'll have to ask you about that. Way number 1 or way number 2. Maybe I haven't seen his full show. Sometimes you work with someone a lot, but you never get to see their full show. And that's true for Coney Island Chris. We've done a lot of gigs together. I've seen him work a lot, but I haven't really seen his full show. And Coney Island Chris, he is always coming up with new material. So, yes. Disney Boardwalk. Yes, he was in the Disney Boardwalk for many years. He rocked that gig, and then he was in the Disney cruise ship, and now he's off to even bigger and better things here. Pardon me for a second. I'm going to read this from someone else. Oh, yeah, that's right, Jaquan. There is the Philly Fringe Festival is every year. It's never too late to start thinking about next year's Fringe Festival, putting on a show. It's just like the circus season, really. Next season is never more than a year away. So always got to be starting thinking about what you're doing next year. Now, I actually already know what I'm going to do for next year's Fringe Festival. One night only. I don't want to talk about it now. It'll come up later. But it might be part of the free Fringe Festival. Might be part of the Fringe Festival. For the Fringe Festival, I believe it's only $30 to apply. Something like that. It's not very much at all. You've got to get your own venue, or you got to be part of a hub. I don't know what the deal with the hubs is. I know what I did with the Circus Campus 2 years ago. But, you got to get your venue. You got to get your insurance. Got to get your front of house, lights, camera action. No, not lights, camera action, but, technical stuff, costumes, props. That's all on you. But to be in the program, it's really just $30 for the Fringe Festival. So or is it $25? It's not very much. So, but got to get people to come too, because there's so many shows out there. I think 150 shows. That is bonkers. That is crazy. 150 shows. I can't even imagine. I'm gonna go see them all. No, I'm not. I'll see a few. I'm gonna do my best. But tonight I'm here with you. Tomorrow I'm probably gonna go see a Fringe show, and then Thursday I might see a show. I might have to hunker down because Friday, September 6th, at the Old Pine Community Center at 401 Lombard Street is the world premiere of Locker Room Pep Talk, featuring yours truly. I was going to say starring. I'm like, I don't know. Starring, it doesn't matter. I mean, by the way, it's a one-person show, just me doing my thing. So maybe it's good to know that. Maybe it's important. Maybe it's not important. But come on out there to the Old Pine Community Center. Tell a friend. Had some good feedback. We've got postcards around the city. We've got posters up. I've put it in the, what's it called? Some of these online listings like Nextdoor, Patch, You Wish You Knew, The Inquirer, Billy Penn, Water Ice, put online. Oh, there's still a few more of those I need to do, though. Yep. And I sent some press releases. I really was hoping to get on TV. I thought that would be a doable thing, but I didn't quite maybe go about that the right way. Live and learn. We'll do what we can. So it's 8:46. I'm going to be here for 14 more minutes in case anyone has any questions at all about Locker Room Pep Talk. I'm also going to keep drinking water here. Very important to stay hydrated. What I think I'm doing here, I think I can post these things. I think on Instagram, the live becomes a reel. And then on Facebook, I think the live just goes into the feed if I choose it to. So that's what I'm going to do. If anybody sits and watches the whole hour-long thing, God bless you, because it's not recommended. It's not encouraged. You don't have to do that. It's not like if you do that and I find out you did it, I'm going to go, oh my gosh, thank you so much. It's going to be more like, why did you do that? Like, what was there a reason? Did you lose a bet? Were you feeling okay? Was it by accident? Yeah, that's the reaction you're going to get. So anyway, like I said, 13 more minutes. Once again, we've covered a lot. Leave plenty of time for parking. Parking is doable. I'm not trying to scare you off of the parking. Taking public transit or a Lyft, carpooling, all great ideas, but you can park. There's going to be parking available. Pay attention to the signs. There's a couple garages nearby. 1 block away from South Street. Plenty of things to eat and drink and shop at South Street. Make a day of it. Make a night of it. It's going to be great. So yeah, please leave plenty of time for parking. Parking's doable, but we are going to start on time. Pay attention to show times. We're going to start promptly because that's what Coach does. All right. Maybe bring a seat cushion. Nothing wrong with a seat cushion. The seats are going to be great. It is a seated event. I'm not going to make people stand. I'm not a psychopath. But, if you want to bring a seat cushion, because that's what people do when they go to the ball game. So bring a seat cushion. All right. Is it for kids? I don't know. I said 7 and up on the official program. I might say more like 10 and up. Not because there's any dirty words. There's one kind of joke that's a little innuendo-y, if I'm totally honest. And but I think it's a pretty good joke. My director said, don't worry about it. It's fine. But so I think 10 and up, But more so just because, definitely like below 7, no, just because they're going to be bored. Like, when's this man going to stop talking? That's what they're going to be saying. What else? If you know me and you're expecting circus-y stuff, no circus stuff, no juggling, no tricks of any kind, No walking on stilts. No clowniness. No, it's just Locker Room Pep Talk. Very self-explanatory. It's a pep talk in a locker room. The locker room is in the Old Pine Community Center. We will be surrounded by metal lockers. It's going to be great. I really got lucky. I found a great locker room. Yes, it wasn't easy. Found a great locker room. Let's see. I wish we had some more questions here, but I think we've really covered all the bases. But I'm staying here. I'm sticking this out till the end. There's 10 more minutes. I'm going to be here 10 more minutes. We actually started a little late on the Facebook because I thought I'd press the button to start, and I didn't. I was supposed to press the button twice. Yeah, man, there was a lot of people chiming in when Coney Island Chris was here. It's gotten a little quiet. I guess I need to have more like celebrity guests. I think that's the number one takeaway here is that when I go live by myself, it's not really going to accomplish much. But if I can get somebody like a celebrity like Coney Island Chris, then I'll get some eyeballs in this thing. Although if those eyeballs aren't in Philadelphia, what's the point? Maybe I should have invited Fringe Arts to partake in this. Fringe Arts is pretty busy there. Oh, we've got one more. They used to call me Egghead. Look at me now. Levi, I don't know what you're talking about. Is this another Coney Island Chris reference? I don't know. I don't know Coney Island Chris' show that well. I never got to see him perform on the Disney Boardwalk. So they used to call me Egghead. Look at me now. Did he do a joke where egg landed up on his head? I feel like there's a good chance. Okay, yes. All right. I'm putting all the pieces together, Levi. I'm actually quite enjoying this little challenge here. Not at all, Levi. You're fine. He said, my bad. You're fine. But Levi, I'm assuming you're in Florida. Yeah? Do you have any friends in the Philadelphia area? Can you send them to my Locker Room Pep Talk show? It starts on Friday, September 6th, Old Pine Community Center. And then there's 6 other shows. This coming Saturday, 3 o'clock, 5 o'clock. It's coming Sunday at 3 o'clock. Next Friday, 7 o'clock. Next Saturday, what's that? September, we're into what now? What's it called? September 14th. Yes, the 14th. It's a Saturday. That's going to be just one show at 6 o'clock. And then September 15th at 3 o'clock. A matinee, if you will. I did that matinee on purpose because, it's Sunday. Maybe you want to get to bed early. But you see the matinee, and then you still have time to go see another Fringe show. Because as we said before, lots of shows to see for the Fringe Festival. So many shows to see as part of the Philadelphia Fringe Festival. All right. 8 minutes left. 8 minutes left of our little talk here. And I'm glad we had this talk. This is just nothing. I'm just, talking out loud, talking to myself, to be perfectly honest. But the Locker Room Pep Talk, I've been working very hard on it for the last few months. Once again, my director, my outside eye, my creative consultant, if you will, is Terry Guerin, who is a maven of the Philadelphia theater community. And I think I'm using that word correctly. I'm not really sure. Maven, right? Should we look it up? Let's look it up, huh? Let's learn something together here. In order to look it up, I need to be able to spell it. Maven definition. Oh, an expert or connoisseur. Yeah, I guess so. It's definitely an expert. That's for sure. And a connoisseur, I feel like an expert is someone who knows something. A connoisseur is someone that just takes stuff in. So I don't really know if she would consider herself that. Probably, but definitely expert for sure. So, yes. Anyway, I've been working very hard. I think it's going to be a good show. I've also been working very hard on the technical aspect because it's not just going to be me. There's going to be videos. There's, if you want to come a little early, I've got a little pre-show. It's not much really. I'm going to show a few music videos that have a sports element to it and a nice thing I found online. I can't take credit for it. It's just something I found online, but it's not like one of those super popular things you've already seen a million times. At least I don't think you have. So, yeah, come a few minutes early, get a good seat. When does pre-show start? 10 minutes. I would say 10 minutes before. You don't need to sit in the locker room any more than you have to. So come 10 minutes early to the Locker Room Pep Talk. Get a good seat because you want to be there early anyway because what I've already said many times, we're going to start on time. Punctuality, very important. Punctuality, number one. No, it's not number one, but it's important nonetheless. Yeah. All right, 6 minutes to go. Leave plenty of time for parking. I believe in you, though. You can park. Parking is doable. It's not. Don't make a big deal about it. Don't get too frustrated. I think one thing we all have to remember is we think things are going to be easy, and then when they're a little hard, we get frustrated. And if you just accept that parking is going to be a little difficult, then when it is difficult, you're not like surprised. But it's not going to be so difficult it should hold you back. So definitely come, leave some time for parking, get there on time. We're going to start on time. Maybe bring a seat cushion if you feel like your tuchus could benefit from that. There's not going to be any circus elements to it. If you want that, go to Circus Campus, or there's some other great shows to see. Oh, I'm looking forward to the Tire Swing by the Circus Opera Company. A fantastic title for a company, too. Circus Opera Company. Do you know what they do? Circus and opera. Yes, I love that title. It spells it all out. It's not like, what was the joke I said? Test fly? Like, they're not calling themselves like Prometheus's Fingers. And we're like, what do they do? Like, no, Circus Opera Company. I'm going to go see that show. I need to look up when that is again. Because, man, things just pass you by. If you're not careful, life goes by really quick. And the Fringe Festival, 2 or 3 weeks, it's over. And you didn't even get to see any shows. So, get that program, get on the website, mark your calendars. You don't want this whole Fringe Festival going by and you didn't get to see any of the shows. So get out there, see some shows. There's the Cannonball Hub, Circus Campus Hub, other hubs. There's the stuff happening in the Fringe Arts Building. There's shows coming down from New York. I don't know if there's any international shows or not, but there's just dozens upon dozens of locally produced shows by some great, talented people. You're not going to want to miss it. And then, you might even be inspired to do a show yourself or something yourself, a creative endeavor. Get out there. That thing you used to do, haven't done in a long time, do it again. Maybe you want to do something you've never done before. I know I am. That's what this is, something I've never done before. I've only got a few more minutes left. If anyone has any questions, does anyone want to join me live? Any strangers out there? Ooh, that's risky. I probably shouldn't do that. I probably shouldn't just let people join me live. But, so we got to take chances in life. It's part of this. It's just taking chances. So, yeah. Let's see. I'm going to stay hydrated here. Drink a little more. I'm also going to drool a little bit because drinking's hard. Yeah, it's hard, but you got to do it. Just because drinking's hard doesn't mean you just can't drink. Got to stay hydrated. Very important indeed. I was going to have some Gatorade here with me, but there's too much sugar in that. I'm trying to avoid sugar. We already talked about that. I'm on day 5 of really limiting the sugar. And I can't say I'm getting zero amount of sugar. I'm sure it's sneaking in here and there. I'm reading the labels. I'm avoiding the stuff that's obviously bad. I'm doing the best I can. Wish me luck with that. I need some support there. I need some accountability. 3 minutes left. I think we're just going to count it down. Once again, Old Pine Community Center. It's in Society Hill, Philadelphia, 1 block north of South Street. Lots to see and do on South Street. Go have a meal, have a drink. Come on down, make a whole day of it, make a whole night of it. Tell your friends. If you're nowhere near Philadelphia, I'll bet you've got friends. We've all got a friend in Philadelphia. It sounds like a song. All got a friend in Philadelphia. We just don't know who they are. Oh, no. I'm going to work on that song. Let's see. I got my posters there. You might have seen this poster around town. Postcards. You can feel free if you see any of my social media and you want to share it with your community, go ahead. You have my permission. Go ahead and share it. If you need me to send you anything, send me information. Remember, 7 shows total over Friday, Saturday, Sunday, this coming weekend and the next weekend. So there's shows happening in the evening, shows happening in the afternoon. I really hope you can make it to one of the shows. We're selling some tickets already, and we've got a lot of people that are, they're just going to show up and buy a ticket at the door, which is fine. But I haven't made a big enough point about this. Only 17-ish seats per show. So we might sell out. I don't know. I mean, there's a definite limit to how many people can be in this locker room for safety reasons. So we're going to turn people away. All right. And also, I kind of don't want you interrupting the show if you're late. So be on time. Be on time. Buy tickets in advance because it might sell out. I mean, I don't know. All right, everybody. Thank you for tuning in. To all of you who tuned in, especially all Coney Island's Chris's friends. Because on Instagram, it was mostly them. And then Facebook, thank you for tuning in too. I hope this works out. I hope me bouncing back and forth between the two things. I probably wasn't making enough eye contact at the camera. I ended up looking at the screen, which is kind of weird. But I'm going to leave it up there. We'll see if it's a smart thing to do or not. Was there value in this? I don't know. But hey, we're all about learning new things, okay? So I'm going to say goodbye, everybody. And I'm going to take my time here. I'm going to ending the stream. Bye-bye.